Today is Wednesday, July 4th, and we're going to have another YZ125 video. Apologize if the lighting's not the greatest. I don't have the my shop lights on because it's really hot out, and those make it even hotter, way hotter. So what we're looking at right now is the exhaust port, and we're going to put the header and the exhaust and all that on today. There it is right there. I'm showing this side because I want you to see the port, and there's of course the FMF Gold Series pipe that we're putting on. Those are new O-rings. I recommend new ones. The motor gasket kit actually came with those, so little bonus there. We're going to go ahead and move to the other side, but I just wanted to show you this side because when I'm shoving the top of the header in, that's where I'm going, is right in there. So, and then there's two little springs that hold that together right here, and we'll show you that. But let's go ahead and get started. Stay tuned. We're now on the right hand side of the bike, and going to show you how this thing goes on. A couple little tricky points. There actually is a bracket that goes down here. I'm going to have to fab something up. I do have part of the bracket. It included it, but it didn't include the extension, so I'm not going to focus on that yet. Maybe by the end of the video I'll figure something out. There's also another bracket that goes up here that's still attached to the header. Again, this is an FMF Gold Series fatty. It's got a few little dings in it. The bike came with this. Good pipe, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. So what we're going to do first is, the tricky part is kind of snaking this underneath the shock reservoir and the brake and all that. It's kind of tricky because, I mean, you're real close to the top of the radiator here, which I don't have the video up of that yet. I will post that shortly. I actually started making that, but wanted to get to this first. So I've got it kind of snaked in there, and you also got to keep in mind you got to snake the front in between the frame. So once you get it in the position it needs to be, you should be able to slide this in. There we go. You can see this is lining up here, and it should push right in there. There we go. And we'll show you the other side. Move the camera. Actually, we're gonna we'll move it to the other side and I'll show you. Be right back. Okay, here we are on the other side. Here I am pushing. That's those gaskets, those O-rings. Pushing that in there, and it shouldn't. Once you get it to where it needs to be, it shouldn't really go any further. And we can see that's about where it needs to be. That's that, and we'll bring you back over here, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back on this side. You can see this kind of lines up here. We'll go ahead and throw a bolt in there. So we've got everything kind of where it needs to be. There we go. Got that. Now it's, besides the bottom and the springs, we're pretty tight. Next thing we're going to do is take off the number plate. You don't really have to take it off, but it's going to make it easier, sorry about that, to put the silencer on. And it's just held on by, we don't have the seat on yet, so it's just held on by one bolt. One very long bolt. That's probably the wrong one. Alright. We'll go ahead and get this off, and then we'll move the camera angle so you can see the back of the bike a little bit more. So stay tuned for that. Okay, we've got the silencer here. Obviously got the number plate off. It just simply slides into the header. These go on the outside of the frame, or the tabs rather. You just want to slide it into there. Really no trick to it. Just make sure you got it lined up. Go ahead and put your bolts in. Now part of this very back one holds, actually tightens down the rear fender. So get that one started. And then this one right here. And you can see my arm is soaked because it's like 106 degrees in the garage right now. So that's why, again, why I don't have the lights on. It's really hot. So we'll go ahead and button those up, and then we'll move to the front and we'll figure out that little mount and then the springs. So stay tuned. Okay, moving on to the springs. I've got one already over there. Here's the other one. Where the pipe goes in, there's actually a hole to hook it. And on the exhaust, there's a hook right here. You can take a screwdriver or some needle nose, however you want to do it. Just pull it down and get it hooked onto there. And it's probably just as easy with the screwdriver. There we go. And then go ahead and do the other side, and then you're set. Next, we'll move on to that last little mount, and then we'll be done. So stay tuned. Okay, the last of the exhaust video here. Luckily, with that bag of parts and fenders and everything, I actually found the right mount. So here's the little rubber mount. Here's the spacer. We'll go ahead and put that in right there. And then the other end, we've got a nut, or a bolt rather. Go ahead and tighten that down. And crank those down, and then we're all set. So go ahead and tighten those up, and that'll do it for this video. Crank this one down first, the one on the pipe, because it doesn't really have an adjustment. The one on the frame has a little adjustment, so we'll go ahead and tighten this one down. There we go. And you can see the one on, well, you probably can't see it because of the lighting, but the one that goes to the frame is slotted, so that'll allow to play. There we go. Exhaust is all on, and all we got to do is put that one bolt, put the rear or the side number plate back on, and then we're done. Next, we'll move on to part of the video I already made, and we'll go from there. So please post any questions or comments below, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.